There's one state where Chili's is cheaper than McDonald's. BJ's Restaurants is going back to the basics. And there's a new generation of frequent restaurant visitors. Welcome to Restaurant Daily, your quick daily download of the top stories in the restaurant industry from the editors of Restaurant Business and Nation's Restaurant News. I'm RB Managing Editor Heather Lally.
And I'm NRN Managing Editor Leanne Zinsmeister. Is Chili's cheaper than McDonald's? It is in California. That, at least, is according to Price Pulse data from restaurant business sister company Technomic. Nationally, a medium Big Mac meal at McDonald's averages $9.72 compared with the $10.99 price point for Chili's Big Smasher on the chain's 3 for Me menu. But in California, the price for that Big Mac meal is $10.98 compared with that same $10.99 price point for the Big Smasher. The data highlights the impact that California's $20 wage is having on prices in that state.
BJ's Restaurants is getting back to what it does best. The chain under new president Lyle Tick is doubling down on 3 core items: pizza, craft beer, and its signature Pizookie dessert. The hope is to clarify BJ's brand, simplify operations, and improve food quality. The chain has started with a complete revamp of its pizza, which now features a Detroit-style crust and upgraded ingredients. It's also putting more energy behind the Pizookie with a meal deal and a rotation of limited-time offers, such as a Snickers flavor that is currently flying off the shelves.
The restaurant industry is reaching an inflection point as Gen Z consumers surpass millennials as the most frequent users. According to Technomic Senior Director Robert Byrne, the best way to attract Gen Z consumers is by offering fun, diverse beverages. They also value restaurants with a vibe and placed a higher emphasis on music selection and atmosphere. For Gen Z, hospitality is the biggest differentiator in building appeal, Byrne said.
The private equity firm Savory Fund has acquired another brand. The 3-unit Bonru Bakery in southern Utah is joining Savory's 10-brand portfolio. The concept was born as Farmstead in 2021, but couldn't trademark that name, so it became Bonru. Co-founders Chris Connors and Lee Sun Sun have recruited a team of pastry chefs and bakers from the fine dining world who have created a menu of pastries, cakes, and savory lunch options, along with house-roasted coffee. Bonru uses a commissary system with pastries and breads baked fresh daily, never frozen, Connors said. The plan is to add as many as 5 units across Utah next year, and then perhaps beyond. There are no plans to franchise.
Chipotle has a new training center at its Restaurant Support Center in Columbus, Ohio. The space, which is called the Pepper Training Center, was created to host large-scale meetings and company-wide events, including leadership development programs. The Columbus office houses about 475 employees across several functions, including finance, development, technology, and operations. The chain's main headquarters are in Newport Beach, California.
Blaze Pizza has named Jamie Denny Chief Operations Officer. The 300-unit Blaze said Denny joins the company with more than 25 years of leadership experience in restaurant operations. Most recently, Denny served as Vice President of Franchise Operations at Scooter's Coffee, where she oversaw more than 840 franchised locations and $720 million in system sales.
Fast casual Nick the Greek hired fine dining veteran Luis Moreno as the 87-unit chain's new executive chef. His first order of business: create a steak bowl, a menu item that is trending significantly in the fast casual segment. The result is the Mediterranean steak bowl, an item that showcases Moreno's fine dining techniques and ingredient sourcing, but is simple enough for franchisees to execute. Behind the Menu delves into the R&D of this new $17.95 item.
And that will do it for today's episode of Restaurant Daily. I'm Heather Lally.
And I'm Leanne Zinsmeister. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe.